I really don't care, man. I can read just fine. Hey, but I just wanted to ask you, did you want to fight me, man? Do you want to fight, bro, or are you just a...
Welcome to the John Ligato Show. I'm John Ligato.
It's showtime, folks. It's showtime. Here's Johnny.
Meet Craig Henry. He's a particularly vile First Amendment auditor. He's being sentenced to jail and is asking his viewers,
why am I going back to jail on January 31st? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Sorry about the delay. My hair's a little bit crazy, but that is nowhere near as crazy as what's happening to me in Vermilion County, Indiana, with my felony stalking charge that was applied unlawfully. The reason I'm going to go back to jail on January 31st is because, as I said before, I have been charged with the crime of stalking maliciously by the Vermilion County prosecution team. After I was given that charge, the judge that they got to sign the warrant, which was an out-of-county judge, they couldn't get the judge in the county to sign the warrant, so they went out of the county to get the warrant signed.
Craig is a victim, and rather than subject you to a detailed account of his excuses, I'll just let him tell you.
The judge, and he said, you're going to have to take drug tests. Well, just recently, he told me that I was testing his patience with the way that I did take the drug test. So I decided that if he was going to try to use this as a way to just power trip and impose a criminal sentence on me prior to having a trial, that I just wouldn't comply with his tyranny either. This is the reason I'm going to be going back to jail on the 31st of January. It's because this judge has imposed a criminal sentence on me. He's basically sentenced me to probation prior to any trial, which goes against the Constitution, but it also goes against morals.
As we weave in and out of Craig's false claims of innocence and ramblings, I'll feature some previous clips of Craig on the street so we all can see that Craig is not a victim.
You look pathetic, man. If you want to take that badge off, we can figure out who's a tough guy. You don't want to?
Oh, that's a threat.
No, you're up, bro. Come on, take the badge off and let's go somewhere else. Let's go to private property and you can fight. Look, a stalking charge that's been applied unlawfully in the beginning, he shouldn't have approved the charge. He shouldn't have approved the probable cause affidavit, right? He should have thrown it out.
Some of us actually have jobs to do and actually work.
Go back and do your job. You're a wannabe tough guy. Take away the badge. I tell all cops this. Take away the badge, take away the gun, and you're probably a coward.
He should have thrown it out, right? Because they literally do not accuse me of a crime in the probable cause affidavit. They say that they accuse me of stalking, but then all of the facts that they allege in the probable cause affidavit, none of those facts equal stalking. Like literally none of them. So the judge has obviously not even looked at it. He's just approved the warrant. Then he's imposed this pretrial sentence on me prior to any trial going on. So that's why I'm saying to him, I'm not going to comply with this. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's criminal is what it is. The hearing is the part that's criminal, not anything that I did.
I'm not going to take you and throw you in a cage.
No, you're not going to. You're right. You're right.
No, and it's not because I can't. I mean,
you can't. You don't have any rights to, and I don't think
you don't have any rights to, buddy.
I don't think you
could. You just violate the Constitution all the time. You don't think I could if I wanted to? Okay.
Nope.
This is a conspiracy to violate my rights. I'm not going to comply with it. I am going to stay strong. I told y'all I'm not going to comply with the tyranny. I'm not going to do it, right? It's ridiculous. If they want to lock me up because I'm not going to take a drug test for a stalking charge, go ahead and show everybody just how ridiculous and petty you are. And these people are so petty that they cooked up false charges. There is a mayor in Clinton who I was investigating, right? And I always like to bring it up because I'm pretty proud of my investigation. My investigation showed corruption at this city hall of a city attorney to cover up that corruption. And so, of course, I reported on it. And in response to that, the Democratic mayor had the Democratic prosecutor of that county charge me with stalking.
What if I come over and start grabbing you all over? Is that okay? So why don't you get your act together, read a law book before you go laying your hands on people, you clown. Look at you in that little clown costume.
So victim Craig actually puts a threat on the screen. When I go back, we're going to ask if this guy is willing to consent to a mutual combat, since he is a big, tough guy. Now, these are fighting words not protected by the First Amendment, but Craig was never charged on his numerous attempts to engage law enforcement in fights. So let's return to victim Craig, who's about to get sentenced.
And this is the report that I was charged with stalking, with felony stalking for. And this is the report that's ultimately going to land me in jail on the 31st because they don't like me. So I've got a pregnant woman right now, and we're just living life, right? We're just living, and we're just trying to support a family.
Now, I ask myself, what could be wrong with a man supporting his family? Well, this is Craig's way of doing that.
I really don't care, man. I can read just fine. Hey, but I just wanted to ask you, did you want to fight me, man? Do you want to fight, bro, or are you just a... You want to hide behind that badge, little man? Keep doing it. Man, these guys would never fight, you know, that's the thing. No. They'd never fight.
I'm just trying to stand up for what's right, guys. And what's right is not only what's morally right, but what's legally right and what's lawfully right. These guys are maliciously prosecuting me from the jump, so anything after that is it's intrinsically unlawful for them. Anything that they ask me to do, order me to do after maliciously prosecuting me and illegally arresting me and forcing me to sit in jail. These people are evil, and they are out to get me.
Take the badge off and let's go somewhere else. Let's go to private property and you can fight.
Take away the badge. I tell all cops this. Take away the badge, take away the gun, and you're probably a coward.
Would you like to test that? I mean, I will give you the option to consent to me trying that. And if you consent and I consent, it's completely okay, right?
Craig will do some serious prison time because he can't help himself. But minus that camera and in the joint, he may want to keep his mouth shut. The John Ligato Show is being broadcast from outside the gates of Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune. If you like my show, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel. Semper Fidelis.